Microphone check.
Hey guys, welcome to the return with Josh and Maria Cribs. Josh over here rocking the ones and the twos. Go ahead, give him a flow, Josh. It's the return.
No, I'm not flowing. Welcome to the return.
He was
I'm
literally
Josh
just
Cribs.
rapping, and I'm Maria Cribs, and Josh was literally just rapping as the intro music was playing. You should let him see your skills, baby.
Not prepared.
Microphone check 1 2 1 2.
Not currently prepared.
It's the return, baby. What you gonna do? Hey.
Not with the nursery rhyme.
Josh, you are a lyrical genius, aren't you?
I need more practice. I flow back in the day, but I ain't quick with it right now to just hop into it after taking such a long break.
You haven't had your Red Bull. You know Red Bull gives you wings.
So I've been told. So the commercial marketing have worked on you,
What's up, viewers?
Maria.
Hopefully wherever you're watching, y'all looking just as good and feeling just as better. Does that work?
Yeah, that works. I'm glad about the weather. We always start talking about the weather, and it's that time of year. I think summer is like, we here. Spring and summer is like right there, so we can count on some good weather.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad because I'm working out outside and enjoying Cleveland's weather. I can't wait to go to the Metro Parks. Can't wait to come down here to the
lake,
Marginal, and put my pole in the water.
Oh, that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
You know I'm a fisherman.
I'm not really a fisher. I don't really like fishing.
Yeah, I know that.
I'd be out there. I'd be too loud. I'd be scaring the fish away. I didn't know you're supposed to be quiet. It's supposed to be peaceful and relaxing.
But you used to bring. You don't remember college?
Yeah, I remember.
Used to bring your chair out there, read a book.
Josh used to fish with corn. I don't think you're supposed to put corn on the hook.
Yeah, you could fish with anything.
You can.
The type of fish. It depends on what.
What was that about?
For.
You ain't had no worms.
No, I like to hunt. So if it's a catfish or a trout, something like that fight hard.
Right.
But what we were fishing for in Kent, which I like to fish for, which was carp. Now, we didn't eat it because carp is not good food to eat because they got a lot of bones in them, but they're good for the fight. They're real huge fish.
You know what? How about this? Viewers out there, drop your favorite fishing spots in the Cleveland area. Josh would love to know, where do y'all go fishing? Sometimes you just pull up on the side of the road and get your pole out.
I do.
I don't think that's safe. So if y'all can help Brother Josh here out with a location where the fish be biting, because you can't be sitting them in no dead areas.
I got my boots and everything in the truck, in the car.
Josh be like, wait in the water.
I'll be ready. I'm not joking. I'll be ready to fish. You ain't a real fisherman if you ain't got your own pole. I don't go out there and ask, let me hold the line right now. Nah, you don't do that at all.
So, Josh, you know the Kentucky Derby was this weekend.
Absolutely.
Now, I didn't know. Okay, so remember Ken, the head honcho here at Big Play?
Do I remember?
No, he sent a company-wide email
CEO.
letting everybody know that his horse, Seize the Gray, was going to be in the Kentucky Derby, right? He'll be racing that weekend, right? So I know my mom always watches the Derby. I hit her up. I said, Mom, Ken's horse is going to be racing. Make sure you remind me and let me know. I don't want to forget that this is that, right?
Yes.
I let him know the name. I said, it's Seize the Gray. I said, it's a beautiful name, isn't it? Okay, so she calls after the race. What was that horse's name you said again? I said, Seize the Gray. I said, about to come on. Oh, he already won. He already won. I said, Mom, you made me miss the race.
I'm not going to lie.
Seize the Gray won. Let's go. Shout out to Seize the Gray. Look right there. Look.
I was pissed off.
I was mad. Okay, Mom, you had one job.
Ryan, I wanted to bet on this. I usually bet on the Kentucky Derby, but we got so caught up.
Beautiful horse. Look at that horse.
Doing so much other stuff that did you guys have a chance to bet? Did anybody from Big Play bet on the race at all?
I didn't bet on it. I didn't watch it. I'll be completely honest with you.
That's a good answer because I would have been mad at you to say you did.
I kept track of it. Seriously, the only reason was because of Ken. And Seize the Gray I wanted to see. I saw he won, and that was kind of the main event for me. So I didn't really watch it. But
I didn't watch the rest. I was trying to see Seize the Gray.
Who won? What was his name? Like Mystic Dan, I think?
Yeah,
is that who won the... Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know there were multiple races going on that weekend.
Yeah, they are. Multiple races, different heats.
Okay.
Ages, I think, of the horses, because I think Ken's horse was in a lower heat, and he's younger.
I see 3 months. I said 3 months.
Is
it 3 years? I seen 3 months. M-O-N next to his name. Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's 2 to 3 years.
Yeah,
is it?
I think, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's
so
good, because I was like, a toddler can't be racing out there.
Well, he's not a toddler, man. I'm sure he had to be trained
but
a little bit.
But isn't he beautiful though? Did you see that?
I know it's beautiful. I know he's beautiful to everyone who bet on him.
Oh yeah. Oh, for
who
sure.
bet on Seize the Gray.
I know Ken and Mary were just so happy. Look at them.
Yeah.
Josh.
I wish. I'm only pissed because I didn't have a chance to bet.
It's a beautiful horse.
Beautiful
if
horse.
I knew,
we should know Ken would have had a good looking horse.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Like y'all talking about how beautiful the horse is.
Oh,
I'm talking
Josh
about
worried about winning them bets.
I wanted to put some money on him. Last time I put money on a horse in the Kentucky Derby, he won. And I only put money on him because it was horse number 16. I was running my mouth in the crowd, and I was talking, And somebody was like, "Oh, isn't that your horse? Number 16, he won." I stopped everything like, "What? Wait, what?" And I looked up at the ticker. Number 16 won.
The ticker, though?
Like,
the ticker.
Yeah, it's like this ticker on the side. And I was digging through my pocket. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I got to find my heart was racing." And I was like, and I put it up to the light as if I was getting 35 millimeter film. And looking through an old time film. And I'm like, see, 16. And I'm looking at it again to verify with my eyes. Okay, 16 won. Did I really get number 16? Oh, yeah, I got number 16. Then I looked how much I put on. I was like, oh, yeah. Then I started acting like I was a covert agent. Like I just had a lottery ticket.
Oh, really?
And I had to get to the...
You had to get up out of there.
Yeah, I had to cash out.
in before they run out of money.
I got to go to the bathroom, y'all. Let me get out of here. 14,000.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, 14 grand.
I like that.
Yeah.
Let me borrow $20.
Yeah. To the
Josh,
mom.
I've never been to the... See, we not as privileged as Josh. He done been to the Derby.
But no, it was during
How does he
my
do it? I mean, you know we've been... But me and you have been married your entire college and NFL career.
You always elected not to go.
I had responsibilities back home.
Not to go.
I had things to do.
It was a huge... Somebody rented
You
our
always
Sprinter.
You always elected to go.
I mean... They had the Maxim parties there, all the suit. Come on now, I had to. And somebody
go one
actually
year.
rented our Sprinter and took people to the Derby.
Right.
So I was talking about it even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So okay, shout
We
out
got
to
a lot
Caesar
more
Gray.
coming
Ken
up.
and Mary, congratulations on that big win. Now, somebody that we should continuously be betting on, the Cavs.
The Cavs. A lot of people wasn't though.
Y'all was scared on Sunday, weren't y'all? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and ask this question.
Hold on. Don't ask it yet.
Go ahead.
Let's take a quick commercial break. Then we're going to come back with it.
When we come back. Don't go anywhere. All right, now welcome back to the show. Now, Josh, go ahead and get to those Cavs, baby.
Yeah, so the Cavs won Game 7, right, in Cleveland. And you remember where we were. We were at a tournament.
We were at a basketball tournament for our AAU basketball tournament.
And Ryan, they were losing by 20.
Yeah.
And I turned it off because I'm like, I can't take it. My son was losing too.
Everybody
losing around. So I turned the game off.
I kept it on.
I left my son's tournament. I left outside, went outside. And
Josh, I think you need some
I got a breath of fresh
anxiety medication or something.
I do get anxiety about these games. I get too worked up.
Y'all lost a lot when you played for the Browns. Y'all lost a lot, and you didn't need no anxiety medicine then.
Why you had to?
Because you could get but
that
why
was the
wouldn't
medicine? My check. So I played my heart out. Our special teams won a lot.
Everything I could do. I did all. I gave my all. I don't know
looked myself in the mirror after every game, and if I did everything I could to help my team win, I slept well that night.
I gave my all. Now the other 10 players on the field, I don't know, but I gave my all.
Everything, my cartilage is still out there it's turning into a tree.
It's probably
at
out there
the
on the
50
grass.
yard line.
I'm gonna go and scrape some of it up.
Yeah, my cartilage.
And it's gonna be some other players' cartilage out there too.
I left everything on the field.
So Josh, okay, let me tell you, we were at our son's AAU game, like he's trying to explain, and for some reason in the building that we were in, we couldn't really get the Wi-Fi connection.
It was terrible.
So I had already had the game on in the car going into the facility.
Right.
So people were like, "Wait a minute, are you watching the game? I can't get no service." So they walking past me trying to keep the updates to the score.
I saw
so
that.
when they were seeing, we were down by it was 18 to 10 or something like that.
It was getting crazy. It was just steadily going up.
Nobody wanted to hear the score anymore. They were like, "Oh man, we lost this one."
And then,
lo and behold,
you read the comments, Ryan, Maria, the comments. If you watch the X a little bit, everybody was like, "What's his name? He's leaving."
Yeah, Donovan
Mitchell. He's gone next year, and get rid of Garland. He sucks. And they said this before the end of the game. This was reminiscent of Baltimore, of the halftime, before half in Baltimore game. Get rid of Deshaun.
Yeah, they want to get rid of the whole team.
Wipe the team
Throw
out,
everybody
start
trash,
over.
throw them all in the trash.
And then it happened.
Yeah.
The Cavs started coming back in. I turned my TV back on my phone. I looked at it. I was like, oh, Lord.
I always kept the faith.
It wasn't about the faith. Some people have little faith.
You have halftime for a reason. You come back, you regroup. I knew they were going to win. I'm not usually the most optimistic person, huh?
People even was like, fire the coach.
Well, you know how
people still want JB gone. Unfortunately, the way this season ended, even though I know it's still going in the postseason, unless they somehow beat Boston,
right? There's hope.
JB Bickerstaff is not going to be the Cavaliers head coach next year. I think the writing's on the wall.
It may be.
If they got them to playoffs,
Unless
though?
it
Hold
may
on,
be.
fill me in on that. What's
It's
up
a
with
little
that?
harder to get to the playoffs in the NFL, in my opinion,
okay.
than college. Wouldn't you say, Ryan?
It's
I mean,
say
not
again.
college, but
Then
NBA.
Yeah, absolutely. Harder in the NFL, yeah.
And that's why.
So they feel like they
it's
should
different when
Okay.
if an NFL coach makes it to the playoffs, you gotta extend him. You ain't firing a guy that made it to the playoffs
Ryan-
unless it's hold on 1 second.
Go ahead, baby.
Unless it was Marvin Lewis, who kept making to the playoffs every year and just kept getting eliminated the first round. I don't know if I'll take that as the Browns, but
Yeah.
that
Not
was
anymore, but you could
anymore.
have said, yeah, absolutely.
But that's a hard thing to do to a coach that make it to the playoffs every single time,
Yeah.
and then you let him go.
Yeah.
You know, but the Cavs, they got to the playoffs and they won in the first round, first time in 30 years since LeBron.
Since 93 without
Since
LeBron.
93 without LeBron, first time, and it's attributed to, we all know this, Donovan Mitchell,
Oh, yeah.
because of the last game. Donovan Mitchell put the team on his back.
Oh, no.
Literally.
It was LeBron-esque for sure.
Literally. But I don't know if LeBron or any other player has ever done that. Scored every single point.
For the Cavs, no. For the Cavs,
Every single point.
Killing it.
In the fourth quarter.
He was killing it.
And they still almost had a shot off of Donovan Mitchell. He scored every single point, fourth quarter point for the Cavs.
Yeah.
Wow.
And everybody wrote off the team from there on. Like, oh man, we're gonna lose our best man, our best player. He's some trash. He's the coach, gotta go. And then they pull off and have a victory. If they continue to win, if they upset Boston, Ryan,
Yeah.
does that save, in your mind, the head coaching position?
If they beat if they advance to Boston and go to the Eastern Conference semifinals, then you have a real conversation about keeping JB Bickerstaff.
So it ain't definite if they win. In your mind. In your mind, he's gone, regardless if they beat Boston.
I mean, I'm not going to say that because you'd be beating the best team in the NBA, one of the top
Boston
five.
is?
Boston's the best team in the NBA right now,
filling
for
me
sure.
in right now. Okay.
So I'm saying if Cleveland does beat them this playoff series, then you're having the conversation of potentially bringing JB back. But anything short of that, even if we say go to 7 with them, unfortunately, the way it's gone, I'd be very shocked if JB was still the coach next year.
Dang.
I know as hard as that is, and as ludicrous as that sounds, I know. But I think it's unfortunately the reality, and we'll see how this plays out. Like if it's another thing where it's Donovan willing us to improbable wins on one leg, then it's like they're not going to give JB credit for that. If anything, they'll just give him more flack for not making the rotations. But it's not all JB's fault by any means. But
he's going to get the blame of
the head coach.
He's the first domino that's going to fall.
Dang,
That's
and
crazy.
okay, so they play tonight.
Right.
It's an away game, right, in Boston.
Yep.
You know how I feel about away games. I prefer them to be home.
Everybody
I
does.
still want to ask the viewers, did y'all think the Cavs were going to lose on Sunday? Did y'all lose hope? Did y'all lose faith? Or did y'all know we were going to pull through?
Who will answer correctly?
Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Did you think the Cavs were going to lose on Sunday? After the first half, was you like, man, we done?
Okay, Maria, did you think they were going to lose?
No, I knew halftime.
Ryan?
Anything happens after halftime. No, I felt like we had
What
this.
say you, Ryan? Be honest.
Come on, Ryan.
I mean, I wouldn't have bet them to come back and win, but I wasn't necessarily that shocked given that we got fortunate we got matched up with Orlando because anybody on Orlando not named Paolo Banchero couldn't buy a single bucket. What Donovan did was absolutely amazing, and I'm not taking anything away from it, but we were fortunate that Orlando really is not a good basketball team. They're great defensively, but they are not a good offensive basketball team. And so if we were playing anybody else, I'm afraid that we might not have been able to advance.
That's
but
funny.
but that's basketball, and we wanted to play the Magic for a reason, so we beat them. So I'm not going to take any credit away from them. Exactly.
And they almost beat us.
I mean, I don't know.
This was a game. This was a series, Maria. We were slated to win, and then we almost got upset. That's basically what that would have been, and that's why I believe a lot of people felt even inclined, even that we won, that head coaching, he's gone.
Yeah.
Y'all tricking me because y'all trying to say how easy it is to get in the playoffs in the NBA, but the Lakers ain't in the playoffs. Brian, speak to that.
Well, they were in the play-in.
Oh.
Or no, they were in the playoffs. They lost in the first round.
Oh,
To the Nuggets,
okay.
yeah. They got eliminated early by the Nuggets.
They lost. They just ain't make it to the second round.
See, I thought Orlando was a good team. Why was it one?
Orlando's not a bad team.
Oh, okay.
But
They're just not the best.
they were. I could make an argument they were one of the worst teams in the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be true.
I mean, they're very young.
I was a sad puppy.
They all look young. I'm like, they make me feel old watching them games.
I was
Everybody
a
looking
sad
younger and
puppy
younger.
thinking that they were gonna lose. After I saw that they were down by 20,
When I told him
they was down by 18,
told him to score, he was like, "Man, turn
and
that
then
on."
I turned it on for myself, and then they was down 5 more.
No, I mean, yeah, everybody not named Donovan in that first half.
I
was
didn't
just
put it out in
absolutely
the
pathetic.
atmosphere though. I just got sad like a puppy.
Yeah.
And turned it off. Like, I just and turned it off.
I kept hearing Mobley's name though, like he was doing his thing.
He's definitely earned his keep.
Yeah.
I think as a defensive player of the year, I think he won it a few times. Defensive player of the year. But he was drafted to, off his defensive, game down there. It was definitely had something to do with it.
Yeah.
Like they keep mentioning how he plays. And our son is high on Mobley.
Yeah.
And you was like, hold up, don't I know that name Mobley? Because you keep hearing our son talk about it. And you keep hearing him in the news.
Yeah.
Definitely a talent on his team. I want to move past the Cavs because, Tom Brady got roasted.
Man,
and,
I'm upset how they did Kim Kardashian though.
Yeah.
Cause it's
but
like
it's a roast.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
Yeah, it's the roast of Tom Brady. Why y'all got Kim K's name in your mouth?
So she was there.
So what?
Man, when you a roast,
I would hate to be a legend.
Everybody can get it. In DC, it was like Jonin. We called it Jonin. If you laugh too hard, they be like, "Well, why you laughing with the such and such on?" You get got from laughing too hard at people's jokes. And if you had a roast and you sitting close to the front and they could see you, and Kim knew what she was doing.
She has to be such a strong woman. I think the thing is when you're talking about people's sexual partners and things like that.
Right.
That's just distasteful.
Everybody knows about it. This is public knowledge.
But my thing, okay, why is it such a bad thing when a woman is promiscuous or she dates around a lot?
Right.
When a guy does it,
let's keep it the way it is.
No, I feel that was wrong how they was just bringing up Kim Kardashian's name like that.
Out there trying to find
because
the right
always
one.
men that have something to say about Kim Kardashian and the way they think that she achieved her celebrity or the men that she dates. She's Kim Kardashian. She's not going to date Joe the plumber. She's going to be dating people who she's around, celebrities, entertainers, businessmen. So why are the men so concerned with what she does in her bedroom?
Well, I might get canceled on this.
So don't say it then.
No, I ain't got to say
nothing. They were there to talk about
we
Tom
know
Brady.
Why Kim K came to fame.
Okay, but
we know how her and Ray J went through.
Okay,
that put her on the map.
Right.
It wasn't fair then. She
has evolved from that
show that aired for a year, a generation.
Off of the tape.
Keeping up with the Kim Kardashians.
Off of the tape. The tape was so long ago. She has established so many things since then. Yes. I just don't understand why.
But we can't forget about the foundation.
But it had nothing to do with Tom Brady.
Foundation.
Why is she being brought up? Why is she being mentioned at Tom Brady's roast? It was the roast of Tom Brady, not Kim Kardashian.
Oh, they didn't just roast Tom Brady. They got Belichick. They got everything associated
everybody
with
it. Everybody that came up to roast got roasted as well.
Oh.
They roasted Giselle. Giselle made something. She had a comment. She didn't agree at all. Yeah. With the jokes. Cause there was a lot of bad jokes.
I must be confused on what a roast is. I thought the roast is for the person who we're roasting today, which
this is a new world.
Yeah, I guess anybody can get it.
This is a new society. Everybody can get it.
But you're bringing up people's sexual partners.
Hart, it was funny. If you there, you laughing. You were there, you was like. If you're not there, you like, oh, look, it was funny.
Some of the stuff is hurtful.
It is to the person that you're talking about.
Yeah.
The person that's being joked on, it's always, you got to laugh awkwardly. Like, all right, man, go to the next person. Like, I don't know who would sign up to get roasted. Like, they didn't hold nothing back. They talked about how.
Oh, they signed up for that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He didn't.
Ryan,
He wasn't just picked out like a jury duty.
Netflix probably paid him.
A roast ain't jury duty
or 7 figures.
So it wasn't supposed to be strictly about Tom Brady.
No. So what the roasts are, they center around a person. Like you go back 20 years ago when Comedy Central was in the height of the roast, it would be the roast of Charlie Sheen, the roast of Rob Lowe. And it would be mainly about that guy, and all the guests would be people that are associated with the main guy. But they also roast everybody on stage. They mainly focus on the main guy, Tom Brady, but they also crack at least 1 or 2 jokes about everybody else on the stage as well.
Okay, so Kim K probably knew something was coming her way.
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Definitely.
100%.
But why did that have to come my way about my lady parts and who's been in them? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was just, I'm like, that's hurtful.
But everybody know who been in them.
No, they don't know. They don't know.
Yes,
they
they
assume.
do.
We know 1,
Google
2,
it.
3, 4, 5, or 6 of them.
But look at men.
Hey Siri,
Please stop.
how many?
That was
partners?
wrong. They did her
I'm
wrong.
just saying,
and for her
this
to
is
sit,
something
then
that
she
your
got to the
children
stage
can
and they started.
access.
Y'all see them booing her? They were booing her.
Yeah.
And she had to just still sit there with a straight face. That's just crazy.
I
But
mean,
all right.
I understand you feel sorry for Maria.
I
but
do.
Since then, we're gonna let everybody calm
And Kim,
down.
since I feel so sad for
wanna-
you, send me some of them Skims and some
The
makeup
Skims,
and
see, I
stuff.
knew it was
want some
an
of them
angle.
Skims. I like the long pink dress.
she's defending
It's always
her.
out of stock.
But we're gonna continue with this Tom Brady roast. Got some more coming up after this commercial break.
Don't go anywhere. All right, now welcome back to the show. Now, Josh,
Hey, look.
we've been going around town eating some pizza, right?
Yeah, but hold on
What?
now.
What?
We ain't talking about the pizza. I wasn't done with the roast.
Oh, you.
And we can get to the pizza. But I'm just saying, like, they roasted Tom Brady was getting it. And Kevin Hart had told him, like, look, man, you shouldn't invite him. I told you this was going to happen. Because he talked how, what he had to sacrifice to keep playing. He said Giselle made him a deal. Like, hey, man, either you with me or you with the NFL. If not, we're going to divorce. Mm-hmm. And he said, God dang it, when you got to win another Super Bowl, when you have
can't
to have
blame
a
the
chance,
man.
And
he has a wife and kids.
Like that.
NFL before family.
And then they said Giselle was there, and she was a +1 of Antonio Brown. Like they was
playing
going
around at this. Oh my goodness!
They talked about how she likes coaches as well. Like she was with her her trainer.
I think it was her jujitsu guy, wasn't it?
Yeah,
or something like that.
Rumors
sometimes you start, kickboxing, sweating, and things get a little, close for comfort.
So the joke was how Tom Brady screwed over Belichick by leaving him. And then Kevin Hart said, you know who else screwed a coach over?
Oh my God.
Giselle. She screwed her coach, her jiu-jitsu coach.
And what did they pan the camera over to Tom to see if he was laughing?
He was laughing. He had the little chuckle.
Because at what point is it
that's glued to his face when somebody getting roasted?
Okay, we've all chiseled face.
Yeah, right. Chiseled as ever.
We all are adults here. Now back in school, back in middle school, elementary school, you getting joked on, clowned or whatever.
Okay.
Sometimes them jokes can lead to fight words.
They can.
You know what I mean?
But not in this case.
This is his wife. This is the mother of his children.
Nothing is off limits during a roast. That's the whole
because
point.
Sometimes you can say a joke and you're like, wait a minute, you joking or you?
You can.
I feel like you mean that. You said that with conviction.
A roast is a roast.
You come see these hands. I'm gonna put my paws on you. Come see me outside, backstage. Backstage.
All right.
Now, okay. Well, you said you liked the roast. I didn't like it.
Oh.
I thought it was wrong.
Well.
So what you want to talk about now, Josh?
No, I just wanted to finish up the roast discussion. I know we have guests to get to.
Oh, we do.
So we can get to our guests.
Can we get to her now or commercial?
We can let's do a commercial break. And then get into our guests.
Okay, look, we have a very special guest coming up. It's Mother's Day. We got something for the mothers and the single mothers. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. Now, our first guest today is a friend of ours. Josh and I know her
Maria
very well.
Differently.
No, because I love Nicole.
Yes,
but
she's
she has
like
built
all jittery and all happy, like oh.
And I'm so glad she came on last minute because I was thinking this is Mother's Day weekend.
Right. And we spoke to Nicole before.
Yeah, she on our we have on our other show, and she has built a community online for mothers that are going through like divorce and co-parenting. So I thought about the mothers for Mother's Day, but then I also thought about the single mothers because of her community, Shine On Single Moms. Nicole, welcome to the show, girl.
Hi, you guys. It is so good to see you. I can only see you, Maria.
Oh, well, that's good enough.
That's all you need to see. She did that purposely, Nicole.
We got you on like a tri-screen up here, so it'll look good on TV.
Okay, well, I mean, you don't age, girl. Oh, my God.
You look the same, too.
I didn't say the same, but I can't see Josh.
No, you look so good. Yeah, he's still
How you doing, Nicole?
He's still looking like Frankenstein.
I know I'm stuck in time, too. I'm not aging, only my hairs.
Absolutely.
No, he's in a few grades.
Of course.
Yeah.
How have you been?
I'm good, just living my best life.
I'm
just
glad.
kidding.
Okay, so remember last time we spoke, you were just getting started with your community online, your social account, Shine On Single Moms. And can I just say how proud I am? I told you to stick with it.
She talks about you all the time.
I said stick with it, didn't I? I said keep posting. You're going to go viral, and you might get the trolls when you go viral, but you stick to your core community, and you have really built a community. So I'm so proud of you. Can you tell our?
First of all, the trolls. Ooh,
girl, they be trolling, don't they?
People have opinions and they are fierce.
They do, but you know your purpose and you know why you're doing what you're doing. But can you tell our viewers about Shine On Single Moms?
Sure. So I told you guys when I was on your show a couple of years ago that one day Maria was talking and all of a sudden it was like a sign because you were like, whatever that thing is you want to do, be your own voice, get out there and do it. And I was like, oh, she's talking to me. And so that is kind of what inspired me to talk to someone else. Is I was like, I'm feeling all these things. I'm going through a really horrible divorce. It breaks my heart. I have 3 kids and was like, everyone online is either super happy and living their best life or super sad. There's no one speaking to me and what I'm going through. And so I just decided to kind of be vulnerable and put myself out there. Kind of. Like, I'm not out there. Listen, a lot of things that I post, some can be controversial, but also not everything I post is my situation. People message me all the time, and so I'll put those out there. But
no, I know, because I know you, and some of the stuff you say, I'm like, I know. When you know someone has a sweet, pleasant personality, but then when you're doing content, you have to think about your audience. And the truth of the matter is, I might not have necessarily gone through something like this, but some of my audience may have, and so I want to kind of speak to that.
Speaking of both.
Yeah. So what I was trying to explain to Josh, can you tell them what is a HC co-parent? Because we were having a debate.
Okay,
she was getting me in trouble. That's all.
Yeah.
High conflict. What do you think? What did you guys think?
Oh, I thought it was high control.
I said head. I'm embarrassed to say what I said off of camera. I was thinking sports.
He said head coach,
I was like,
co-parent.
head coach of the family. Head coach family.
Head coach. No, had nothing to do with that. High conflict. Like,
so
massive.
High
like
conflict.
Just looking to just make life miserable any way they can.
And so what I was trying to explain to them, they were like, oh, well, people probably going on with their lives. I said, no, not necessarily. Some people just really want to, like, irritate people. But then sometimes
people get bitter.
Are they usually like that when they still want you? Or they can be moved on and still be a high conflict parent, co-parent?
Ooh, okay. I was not prepared for some of these questions. Okay, so here's the deal. I personally have... Okay, hold up. Let me think.
Go ahead.
So I have to be careful what I say.
Yeah, because you don't want to, cause any problems.
Nah, cause them problems.
Speak for your...
choosing violence.
But you don't always speak on your situation. People know.
I don't always speak about my personal situation. So I think, like, first of all, you've got to feel all the feels and you've got to heal. And if you don't heal, then you aren't growing, you aren't changing. So you're going to hold on to that bitter anger that you felt in the beginning of your divorce. And that's going to continue through your divorce when you try to co-parent, and that's going to hurt your kids in the end. So a high conflict person to me means someone who just hasn't, like, we all are hurt. We all hurt in some ways. So if you can't move past that, though, to do what's best for your kids, and you instead like to intentionally do things to cause chaos and hurt and unnecessary drama, then you are a high conflict person that is just trying to, you'd rather punish your ex than help your kids. If you hate your ex more than you love your kids, you are a high conflict person, and you are ruining your kids.
Yeah. I used to think it was weird. What you gotta say, baby?
Oh, I thought I'd raise my hand and get in there, like playing double dutch.
I wonder, because you always think, like, right now. Go ahead.
A high conflict spouse. Like, and
But
still...
of course, that's why people are divorced. I don't think either of you are high conflict. I can say.
He's a Gemini. Nicole, he's a Gemini. Come on.
Well, here's the thing. But you guys have figured out
my trauma.
You guys have figured it out. You guys have figured out how to make it work.
No, we got to face our trauma.
Oh, he
got to face our pains.
The face off, and Nicole's right in the middle. Nicole.
I'm joking, Nicole. I'm joking.
I know. I know.
No, Nicole, because, everybody always speaks of, like, Josh and I, we're cool right now, but you never know when that relationship dissolves. It's a whole battle of pride, and you know what I mean? Yeah,
Until you do right by me.
So we know you have to go because you're a busy person. Can you tell our viewers, can you give them any advice as far as co-parenting? Is it working for you now? Because I grew up in a divorced household. And I will say this with my mom and my dad, I wish they probably could have done a better job of co-parenting. I felt like they could have done better, but I understand everybody, they were like in their 20s then, you know what I mean?
Right.
As you grow older, maybe you evolve to an age where you can really be someone's friend and actually make it work. But any advice, anyone out there?
Well, I think it's not even about being friends, and you've got to go through all the phases and stages of divorce and everything. And obviously time may or may not help, but it takes two people recognizing, hey, we are not important here. The kids are what matters. So if that means that we have 3 kids who have to be at 3 different sports on the same day, let's help each other out. But if you can't rise above whatever hate and anger and whatever you're going through, then you're going to screw your kids. My biggest wish as a co-parent would be that my kids never, ever have to walk off the field or the court and think, who do I go see first? That sucks.
Right.
That's like something, it gives me chills just saying it, because it's not fair to them.
Because honestly, you could be like, you know what? You cheated on me. Why you caused all these problems? We would still be together if you would love me, right? So now we got to deal with all this HC What?
Yeah, I think she's getting a little.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anime. She feeling you. She gonna start
Nicole,
vibing.
I'll be on the side of the court. Like, come on, baby, come over here to mommy. Don't go over there,
well,
dating his new woman.
And And the thing is like, you can't, and don't even get me started. You can't tell your kids lies and make up things that put your kids on the defense for you.
Right.
And the biggest thing I'll tell y'all is the kids are smart. They see through it all. And eventually they're gonna turn 18. And when you've wasted all that time being the high conflict who's trying to make it complicated, trust me, those kids are,
and they gonna be mad at you, Maria.
But Nicole thinks she talking to single parents. You talking to married couples too, because when Josh be telling Izzy, your mom crazy, Izzy knows deep down, no, dad, it's you that's crazy. Like, you can't lie to our son.
But
like
the opposite of that. Because they all come to me at night, Nicole, and be like, we scared of mom. I be like, just say whatever she say.
Just
nod
smile.
and
Just
wave,
smile and
boys.
Nod and wave. That's right.
But at the end of the day, your kids have you two on the same team and backing. You two are like, you guys have each other's back, and that's what kids need. They need to feel safe with their parents and not feel fearful of like, oh gosh, is this parent going to tell me something bad? And now who do I believe? It's not worth it.
No, I know. Thank you so much for giving our viewers a little insight on this Mother's Day weekend, because there are a lot of single mothers out there. Can you tell our viewers, I'm sure they love you, they love your personality, tell them about your social, where they can go find you at, where they can follow you.
I'm on Instagram at Shine On Single Mom. And really, it really just is a place to kind of encourage and help you get through the hard times, because it's so lonely when you feel like you don't feel heard. Because like, if I was having a conversation with you about my experience, you can't relate, so then you just feel so alone. So it's nice to just kind of bounce ideas off and share experiences and hopefully encourage. But hey, all of us can grow. Like, I still hope for one day a different scenario than where I am today. So you never know.
That's what it's all about, trying to evolve from where you were the day before. Nicole, can I just say happy Mother's Day to you?
Happy Mother's Day, Nicole.
Tell the kids, kiss the kids. I haven't seen them since they were babies. Hope the kids are doing well, and you come back on our show anytime, okay?
Oh my gosh, I love you guys.
I love you more. All right, good seeing you. Look, you guys will be right back.
Guys.
Don't go anywhere. Bye. Welcome back to the show. See, now you know what an HC co-parent is.
Yes, high conflict.
High conflict, not head coach.
I think Nicole should write a thesis and write research on that.
Yeah.
Where people can study that and add to the research and everything. That'd be a good learning opportunity right there.
She's really building a community out there. Because like when you're talking to your girlfriends, or they might necessarily have gone through divorce, they might not have kids. You need a community to lean on. So
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm glad
but
she can join
everyone,
us.
we went out there looking for the best of Cleveland, and this week, well, last week was pizza.
We talking about pizza.
So we're trying to find the best pizza in Cleveland. And
we
they gave us their recommendations.
Suggestions, right?
And I went to one of them. Check this video out.
Well, here we go.
Angela Mia.
I'ma say Angela Mia's in East Cleveland.
They do.
We're gonna go hands down with
Angela Mia's.
Angela Mia's.
All right, guys. I am on Euclid Avenue, and I'm here to try some Angela Mia. And they said Angela Mia was the best pizza. Well, some people said it was. And I happened to be in the area off of 90. And I said, you know what? I'm going to try Angela Mia. I don't even know if I'm at the right one. Now, they said it was a different location, but I don't care which location. Angela Mia should be good at both locations. And I don't care what it look like. I only care what the pizza tastes like. So excited to try this pizza, Angela Mia's. I was in there picking it up, and a young brother came up to me and was like, man, Crib, I'm glad you were at Angela Mia's, man. I've been coming here for years. And then he told me something that made me a little sad. He was like, man, they fell off a little bit, but they still keep their flavor, though. So I was a little upset about that. So we'll see. Yes.
And your wife in here?
Yeah,
Hey,
I got
I'm
my
with
pizza
John.
from her.
Yes, I'm Trees.
Yes, what's up, Tree? So that pizza I'm about to try, I'm putting it on the show. So everybody said Angela Mia was like the place to go in Cleveland. So
Oh, for
that's
sure.
why I came over here.
For sure,
All right, that's a bet. Trees came and knocked on the door, was like, where your wife at? I was like, she ain't come this time, but I'm here by myself, and I'm about to try this pizza, baby. Angela Mia's. Ooh. Oh yeah, it's about to go down. I don't mean to be greedy, but I came by myself and I just ordered the basic cheese pizza. Cause you can't mess that up. And already the cheese tastes good. Maybe because I'm hungry, but that's how I like to try food. Cause if you don't taste good when I'm hungry, it's extremely hot. It's gonna burn my taste buds. Angela Mia, maybe it's the sauce. And as I eat it, they on track, baby. Pizza BOGO, y'all on deck. I repeat, Pizza BOGO, y'all on deck. I think it's 9 o'clock. Came through, random. She was like, oh, you Josh. Yep, I'm Josh. Josh hungry. They ain't disappointed.
Okay, now Josh,
What you think about Angela Mia's
I'm trying to understand.
from my video?
I Googled Angela Mia's because I was going to partake in this pizza thing too, right,
Okay.
Josh? They said they were closed.
Yeah, that was the Richmond Heights location. You got to go down to the.
Oh, you was in
You're
the
not
hood.
scared.
Oh, you
of
was
the-
in the hood.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You ain't. I wasn't scared
in
of the
the
hood.
sprinter van, in the
In the
Mercedes
Sprinter.
Sprinter van. Oh, you just
My
trying
guy,
to
hey,
trying to get guys.
There's some
at this
real
point.
Clevelanders out here, man. They was looking out. They was like, Cribs. Oh man, you almost got
Oh,
man.
no.
That's Cribs. Hey, come on,
They
y'all.
had
That's
your
Cribs.
back. They had your back.
Man, they had my back. They was looking out for me.
I'd be like,
man.
these chains is fake. This is
I was like, man, you can have
Nah,
it, man.
no.
Put it
So
down.
they showed you some love out there?
Definitely showed a lot of love. As soon as I got in there, a guy was pointing at me. A young brother was like, Cribs? And then, as you can see in the video, he was talking about his experience going to Angela Mia over the years. He
Yeah.
was like, man, when I was a kid, I remember it was the best thing. And he was like, they kind of fell off. And he was like, but they still got that good flavor, though.
Yeah.
And I checked it, and I was like, fall off where?
Yeah, you like, it tastes good to
it
me.
It tasted real good.
Right.
Now, considering the fact I was hungry.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in there like, man, I don't care what it looked like, what the building
It
looked
better be
like.
good today.
I
right.
didn't care about the location.
As long as
I cook.
As long as it's edible.
And it was more than edible.
Yeah.
The sauce tastes good, and you can't mess
So
up
then
the cheese
the
pizza.
tap at the window, Josh.
Yeah.
The knock. You get special
She
delivery.
was coming looking for you.
I didn't.
She came, was like, your wife in there? And was looking, I was like, nah, Treese. Well, she told me her name was Treese. So
you
shout
got
out
they
to
friends
Treese.
now, right?
Yeah.
What's up,
She
Trees?
was looking for you.
I'm sorry I wasn't in there. I was going on my own pizza rolling,
Yeah.
you know.
So we going throughout Cleveland looking for the best pizza based off of the suggestions that we heard that day.
But see, you didn't
last
explain
week.
in the video who Treese was. I thought some random person just knocked on the door and you let them in the car.
Yeah, I know it looked like that. Yeah.
The editing, Josh, is just.
Yeah. So
She
Treese,
brought you your pizza.
I thought it would be funny if I went in there, not funny, but a sort of, weird. If I
Right.
went in there with my camera
Yeah.
facing everybody, it would just not be a good scene. They'd be like, why you recording me? I didn't want nobody to get the wrong impression and be like, hey, I ain't do nothing wrong. What you,
Right.
what you record me? Because she was, and Treese was so funny. When she found out who I was, she was like, I don't want no trouble now, and was making a pizza. Here go your napkins, and here go everything. I'm like, man, I'm just trying to taste a good pizza. That's all.
Right.
But she did, love you so much. She tapped on the
I'm
window.
sorry I wasn't there.
Want to take a
Yeah.
picture with you.
Oh, okay.
But she was cool.
I
She
come
was
down
cool.
there. I just thought they was closed. They said it closed on Monday and Tuesday, but that must have been the other location.
Yeah, other location in Richmond Heights. I did call out Pizza BOGO. I said, Pizza BOGO, you are next. So I'm going to go to Pizza BOGO.
I tried to go to
Maria,
them too
you can go
yesterday.
somewhere
They're closed
else.
on Monday.
We got to get an earlier start.
But you know what? Maybe pizza, is popular during the weekend. So I could see why Mondays and Tuesdays some locations might be closed. But be mindful of that because I literally was headed to Pizza BOGO.
We got to we got to get an earlier start with this pizza.
But the pizza
man.
was good though?
Yeah, it was good. Ryan, I'm going to bring you into this.
Yes,
do
sir.
you have a good pizza story or pizza place in mind? That
Well,
we can...
I'm actually very well pizza versed. I
Oh.
worked in high school at a pizza place, Romeo's.
Romeo's.
I was a
I know
a
Romeo's.
cook. I was a deliverer. I worked there for
The square deal.
4 years, and then I worked once I got to college as a part-time job. I got another job at a pizza place.
We got
So I've
I've
cooked probably
The pizza,
thousands
the spicy
thousands of
pizza.
pizzas in my life. So
Okay, so you know a thing or two.
I know
We
a
got
thing
a
or two
regular
about
Ninja
making some
Turtle
pizza.
over here.
So I know you went to the University of
Pizza-
Cincinnati.
Yes.
if I went down to
connoisseur.
Cincinnati, who would you tell me to get some pizza from?
I would say top 2 are Mio's, which is where I worked,
Mio's.
and Adriatico's.
Adriatico's. I'm
It's-
going to Adriatico's
it's
first.
unbelievable.
That sounds authentic.
When are
Unbelievable.
you
Yeah.
going to Cincinnati?
I'm just saying, if I was down there, I would go to them first. It sounds
Oh,
authentic.
I'm like, you telling me something right now? You
Nah.
going down to Cincinnati?
I almost went to the University of Cincinnati. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, I didn't like the
did.
dorms.
Let's
the
go
dorm-
when the Browns play the Bengals this year.
Can. Is it going to be cold or hot? Hold on. When do they play them?
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Schedule
Yeah.
comes out
That-
soon.
Well, they play 'em
I went
twice.
once, huh?
So we got
they
to
do play 'em
go
twice,
to the away
duh.
game.
Yeah.
And I think they play them earlier.
We can go and we can go get some how you say it?
Adriatico's.
Adriatico's. Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan.
Gosh, you don't even like going to games. You be wanting to be on the field.
We ain't gotta go to the game. I'm like, they gonna be like, you here for the Browns game? Nah, I'm checking out Adriatico's.
Adriatico's,
the
right?
pizza.
Look, y'all don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
All right, Maria, have you heard this story?
What's that?
The WNBA has refused to show Angel Reese's WNBA debut.
What do you mean refuse to
They
show?
refused to. It didn't
didn't
air
air
live,
anywhere?
But a fan aired it. They live streamed it on their phone, and the live stream got 2 million views.
2 million?
Over 2 million views.
So why is it not being
live stream.
aired?
I
There's
don't know,
no-
but if 2 million people was watching that channel, there was some money to be made.
Hold on. Ken, we talking to everybody at Big Play right now.
Uh-oh.
This is an opportunity for us.
Let's scramble our money together.
The fact that somebody could record her or watch her live stream play on their phone and got 2 million
2
viewers.
million.
Do you know how much advertising dollars that would be? I feel like Big Play should buy the rights to air the game since
Maria,
nobody
get
else
your-
want to do.
Get
What?
your piggy bank. Let's go.
But I will tell you what. I'm gonna get my YouTube set up for the next game. I'm gonna be live streaming all day games.
I wish I did though.
Why are they not?
I don't know, but they
Why are they not prepared to
they're missing a
capitalize off
market.
of that? Thank
I
you.
don't feel like they're prepared for their star celebrity players. I was looking for Caitlin Clark. I think hers aired. I didn't hear any news about
hers
it
aired?
on Instagram. I didn't hear any news about them. I didn't hear any news about Angel Reese or all the other players. I need to hear
Why
and
didn't they
be in
piggyback?
the loop on these so I can watch. I want to watch.
Why did they not piggyback off of all that hype they had from the women's
it
Final
just
Four?
happened.
They
The
weren't prepared.
draft
Y'all didn't
just
see
happened.
this?
So yeah, y'all dropping the ball on that.
They dropping the ball on that. But don't worry, Big Play should pick it up. All right, you guys, quick question. What age did you start doing chores? And did you do them like this? Now, Josh, 10-year-old Amir right here, he's cleaning his house.
I know. I see.
Guys, so I haven't cleaned up my bathroom in 2 weeks. Y'all ready, guys? All done. Yeah, boy.
Did you used to
That
clean?
was me as a kid. I was responsible for the bathrooms, and that's what happened. I had to clean all the bathrooms, and my dad went behind me and made sure I did a good job.
So you clean like him?
Yeah, probably a little better.
How old did you start?
As old as I could, when I could hold the rag up and do a good job without having to be constantly told.
Now I'm confused because what happened like in adulthood?
I got married and had kids.
What that got to do with anything?
I got my own little soldiers that can do what I did for my parents. My parents wasn't busting suds. I ain't seen my dad, my mom or dad washing dishes.
got
My sister washed
married.
dishes. My dad wasn't rubbing and cleaning commodes, and as he called it.
Did you just call it a commode, a
my
toilet?
Dad used to be like, boy, get in there and clean that commode. I'm
Country.
like, yes, sir. We kept the house spotless.
I can't tell by the way you conduct yourself as a 40-year-old man.
Yeah, somebody ain't in the home doing a good job then. Whose job is it for the home?
You.
We got a roof over our head.
Start back doing your chores, Josh.
We got a roof over our head, don't we?
I'm done. All right, now welcome back to the show. Now, Josh.
Yeah.
You've heard about the rap battles going on.
Yeah,
Kendrick Lamar.
And Kendrick Lamar.
Uh-huh.
They
and
going at
Drake. They going at it. I don't even want to ask y'all who y'all think won. Okay, because the clip
Is it over?
I don't think it's over.
Is it a ceasefire?
I don't
that's
think
going
so.
on right now?
I don't think so. The way Kendrick Lamar keep dropping those hits. Keep dropping the records. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he dropped a record.
He dropped multiple records.
I was getting my hair twisted up, and my loctician was playing it. She played it each
I can't find them. They're not on Apple Music. Where did she find them at?
Played on each episode. I think YouTube.
Oh, okay.
I'm listening to she explaining. I was like, Ryan. Who is Aubrey?
Oh, you didn't know Aubrey was Drake?
I'm just not.
Yeah.
I'm not in it right now. I get my rappers are in the past, but when she was just like schooling me, like, yeah, and his last name is Graham. So I believe his name. She was just telling me like Aubrey Drake Graham. And Meet the Grahams. I was like, I was putting it all together. I felt like a senior citizen Mona, like,
no,
hey, I'm out the loop like that.
I'm not.
But I didn't get the beat. But then I heard it, and I was listening to all the bars. I'm like, they striking, they going low blows at the family.
Yeah.
Then Drake talking about something. If you can find proof that I have a daughter, I quit rapping.
But then Drake claimed that he fed somebody information to give to Kendrick,
right? Which I don't get. And they keep calling him a liar. They say, man, he lying, man, about,
Right. So this is my thing I wanted to add, because there was this clip going around where President Obama, I think back when he was in office, or maybe it was an interview that was done later on, they asked him who he liked better. Did he like Drake, or did he like Kendrick Lamar's music better? Because, every year Obama puts out his list. Yes, his playlist, okay? So in the interview, they asked him, and he said Drake is more of an entertainer, but he's going to have to go with Kendrick Lamar. I will say this. I like both of them because they both have their own, their flair. I can vibe to both of them. Actually, a few months ago, it was like crazy, like 4 months ago, I was actually Googling trying to see if Kendrick Lamar goes on tour at all, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's so crazy that all this stuff is because I love Kendrick Lamar. So let me ask the viewers, would you say Drake is more of an entertainer and Kendrick Lamar is more of a lyrical genius? Like his lyrics matter opposed to Drake just being like gimmicky and catchy? What would you say?
It seems like your question is kind of biased. The way you
I'm going off of what President Obama said. He said Drake because he said Drake
is gimmicky.
He's basically saying Drake is.
You heard it right? Am I just tripping? Like you was like, is Drake and Drake's is gimmicky, and you kind of lean. You didn't ask a bias.
Do you think Drake is more of an entertainer and Kendrick Lamar is more of a critical thinker with his lyrics?
Bam, and that's how you leave.
Period.
To be unbiased. That's
Maria, what team are you?
Yeah,
we didn't.
I think we know.
Yeah, it did sound like Drake.
Well, this is the thing.
Or it sounded like Kendrick. It sounded like Kendrick. Excuse
Even
me.
though Drake tried to pick her up.
Yeah,
I like them both.
Oh, that's right.
I always go back to that.
Yeah,
Drake looked deep into her.
How are you not Team Drake then, Maria?
Right next to me and trying to take her.
I like because Kendrick is
like he was a spaceship and he had the beaming device, and Maria was like, "Who me?" And I was like, "Oh."
Her feet started floating in the air.
I get that.
She started hovering.
She started going away like the rapture.
I get the athletes and the entertainers.
She started floating away. I was like, where you going? You already?
Back in my heyday, I get the athletes and the entertainers. Don't play with me. I probably still could.
Back in her heyday.
Be a little cougar. I'll be a cougar.
I'm going to take this call then. Yeah, what's up, girl? You could be a cougar.
So, okay, when it comes to the battle, I honestly feel like no one wins. Like, who benefits off of this?
I think, the industry. Because everybody's watching. Facts. Everybody's talking to them, talking about them. Everybody can't wait till the next drop.
As long as it stays on wax.
The industry is, and both of them together are winning.
How much time we got?
Got like 20.
10 seconds.
I want to show the video with a kid cleaning for Mother's Day.
I can put it in.
I love y'all so much for watching. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Go Cavs tonight. Let's go Cavs. Let's do our thing.
Yes.
Today we got to go.
Yes.
Love y'all. See y'all next time. Peace. Bye.